Fair use reaction, Black Male Advice TV. We in the building. Let's go.
So I actually took this comment off of the lovely Voodoo Bae's page. I absolutely adore her. Some bandit decided to say, oh, he likes her content, but celebrating the death of a black man isn't the move. He wasn't perfect, but he was still our brother. He is obviously talking about Kevin Samuels, KS, who is now deceased, thankfully. Let me just say this to black men. The days of us supporting y'all just because you share the same skin tone with us, those days are slowly coming to an end. Let's be very clear about what's going on here. There are too many black men who would rather fight the women who look like them instead of going out here fighting the real people who have put you in subjugation for over 400 years.
Notice that this particular woman have no education. She don't have the understanding of history. She don't know the Most High. She's wearing a weave, but yet she's sitting here literally making it clear that all black men is her enemy. And you wondering why these brothers are getting these passports and saying, forget about y'all. You wonder why I teach you brothers that when it comes to protecting the modern woman, you don't protect women that are not your wives, and you certainly don't pretty much protect women that don't respect you. And I've taught you brothers 1,000 times that modern women do not respect you. They don't. Let's go.
But because you are too weak and you are a conquered buck.
Notice that. She said you're weak and you're a conquered buck, which implies that the powers that be, the other nations, have conquered you. That's how your women see you brothers.
And you think sitting online and coming up with all these fake high value pages talking about how important you are in life when you have you're actually costing the country, the US billions of dollars because most black men have the highest unemployment level.
You hear the madness and the lies? This is the delusion of modern women. This is the madness that us brothers got to deal with. I don't know how you brothers can sit here and think that these women are ever going to change. They're never going to change, bro. Never.
But yet you want black women to still support you.
We don't want you to support us. We're done with you. So continue on, making it very clear of your feelings and your intentions on us brothers. We have heard countless women make it very clear. So my question to you is, why haven't you found a man of the other nations that's willing to wife you up and have kids with you? Where is that guy? See? That guy don't exist. And that's the problem. They talk a good talk, but they don't got no results.
And your treason still support.
No, treason is what you're doing. You have turned against the black man. We see this all over social media. You understand? Brothers, I'm telling you, wake up. Especially you guys that keep supporting all of these female platforms. They don't care about you brothers. I don't know how much times I'm going to keep telling you. A woman in today's day that it has been indoctrinated the way that woman been, do not support men. They're anti-man. They're anti-family. They're anti-Most High. They're anti-Bible. This is what happens in a society that allows this to take place. See, if we were in our land, living under our rulership, governed by the laws of the Most High, women would not even be allowed to do any of these things. Do you know in other nations, a woman can't even do this? She can't come online and make a video and talk like that. That would be imprisonment right there. But see, in this land, it's pure evil. They allow everything that's evil to thrive. You could talk evil, live evil, do evil things, and it will be praised. But if you're righteous and you speak the truth, oh, you're condemned. People will lie on you. People will fabricate stories about you. People will mislead others just to create a story. Have no clue what they're talking about, but because people are dumbed down, they believe anything that's negative. People love negative energy. Let's go.
You while you get out here and disrespect us in front of other groups of women.
She's talking about disrespect. The modern women have been disrespecting black men for decades. And it's an ongoing problem, and it only gets worse. And what's sad about this is that a lot of black men are empowering BWs to have platforms to speak their piece. And it's sad because all of you guys are going to learn the hard way. Because once the money trail pretty much ends, because normally when women are running hustles on you brothers, once the money trail ends, the money bag is not the same, they're going to switch it up on you. And when they switch it up on you, then you're going to learn your lesson.
Still support you while
we don't want you to support us.
5.5 hours you are taking our lives. You want black women.
She said that black men are taking their lives. No, you choose to get with toxic men that take your lives. Good quality men are not out here committing crimes. See, the truth of the matter is, brothers, modern women never take responsibility for the kind of men they sleep with, the kind of men they have babies with. They never take no personal accountability for anything. They just blame all men. So because they had bad relationships all their life, they conclude that all men are just like the guys they dealt with, when they are the ones that chose to open their legs. They chose to have the babies. They chose to be intimate. They made this conscious decision. Now, they didn't have to do that. They could have said, you know what? I'm not having sex. I'm not having babies. I'm not doing none of that until I find out how this guy moves. But they don't do that. They get with the guy. They get intimate. They have the babies. And then they go through the ruckus. Then they come on social media and blame all men for all of their problems. This is why I keep telling you, brothers, do not marry, wife up any modern woman, bro. If she is not traditional and submissive, leave her alone. Use her up as a damn concubine and let her go her way. Period. I am done playing games. It is bad out here. And you guys that still have hope, you're wasting your time. You're not going to change what's going on in society.
We continue to support you no matter what. Those days are slowly coming to an end.
See? It's already to an end. I don't know what you mean by coming to an end. Those days have been ended a long time ago. Black men know good and well that the BW is not in support of him. She's in support of the other nations, and she will thrive with them. She don't care about us because she sold us out a long time ago for that welfare check.
I suggest y'all find something better to do with your time.
I think that's what you should do. I think you should find a man, because maybe if you had one, you would be cooking for him and actually have and enjoy your life. But because you have so much hate for men and so much issues with men because of the men that did you dirty, because you chose to get with them, you take your frustration out on every other guy. It's interesting to me how she have a lot of hatred for Kevin Samuels, right? And see, a lot of times people be thinking that I hate Kevin Samuels. No, what you see here is hate. That woman hate men. She hate Kevin Samuels, and she's glad the man is dead. That's hate. That's pure hate. You understand? But see, nobody talks about that. But see, here's the issue. With all the hate that she have for black men, she don't have no hate or no issue with the people that have oppressed our people for 400 years. Do you see how that works? Now, that is what you call treason, because her issue is black men. But she have no issue with the people that enslaved our people for 400 years, still have laws that oppress us, still have situations in this land that oppress us. She have no problem with that. Because in their mind, they want to see you guys down. They want to see you guys poor. They want to see you guys on the streets. That's how they want to see you, brothers. This is why you got to stop spending money on them. I keep telling you guys. I don't know why you keep doing this. Stop spending money on these women. They don't care about you. They don't care about you, and they won't support you. Think about all the brothers that are sharing truth. You would think that a lot of women that want a quality man would be supporting these brothers. These women don't support, bruh. These women do not support men that speak truth. You know why? Because that truth make them feel uncomfortable, because it means they would have to hold themselves accountable for their actions. If a lady get with a guy and he is a dusty beta male and he do her dirty, that's her fault. She got with him. Just like if you got with a woman and she's no good and you got played, that's your fault, bro. You got with her. Stop complaining. You could have avoided all of that if you literally limited access to various things in your life in terms of your resources and your sex. See, if people actually considered their actions and hold themselves accountable, we'll be in a better position. If women literally said they're going to keep their legs closed and they're not going to baby up a man, that man would have no choice but to get his game together. If men stopped spending money on women and stopped giving them access to certain treatments, women would have to literally step up their game and do the right thing. But see, nobody's doing anything. People are just complaining about all their bad experiences online, and nobody's taking personal accountability for the issues that they caused. All right, let's go.
These type of brothers, I could care less about.
They don't care about you, brothers. I keep telling you this.
I cannot make that any clearer to y'all.
They do not care about you, brothers, bro. You could be on fire. They would not put you out with no water.
Because the brothers out here who actually care about black women are...
Those brothers, they don't even care about either. When you hear women say that those brothers that actually care about black women and X, Y, and Z, these women would not even deal with those guys. They use those guys to attack you brothers. They do not care about you brothers. How much times I must tell you this, fam? They don't care about you brothers.
Going to set themselves apart.
She think that those guys that act like they care about women, right, are going to set themselves apart. Why don't these women that believe that those guys are the exception to the rule, why those women don't go and become the wife of those guys and start families? They're not doing that because they don't care about none of you brothers. When are y'all going to wake up?
And they're not going to sit here and expect black women to support the very men who keep putting knees on our necks.
I don't know what knee is on your neck, but the only knee that been on your neck is from your so-called oppressor in whom you love. But you're not talking about that. I don't know not one black man that put a BW in chains and put a yoke of iron around his neck and put him in a ship and literally sold him off into slavery. I don't know not one black man that have ever oppressed a woman in this land. But when you study history, we sure do know who were responsible for the transatlantic slave trade, which nobody wants to talk about in this day. It's interesting. It's interesting to me how BWs literally forget about history. They forgot about this transatlantic slave trade. They forgot about all the atrocities done to black people, right? They forgot about all of that history. But when it comes to the men that did them dirty, the guy that cheated on them, they seem to remember that for the rest of their lives. Isn't that amazing? You would think that these modern women would have some sense of pride and understanding of history and who is the cause to all of their issues. You would think that they would hold themselves accountable and say, you know what? Ever since I got involved in the feminist movement, this literally destroyed my life. Now these women are literally growing old. They have no life. They're not feeling loved. And they're just miserable. And they just stay online all day complaining about men. And yet they have no man. No guy is interested in them. They have no love in their heart. This is what's going on, brothers. Be warned.
The real brothers out here who care will set themselves apart.
The real brothers who care, you don't even care about. Because quality men are out here. You modern women despise them because you look at them as lame. And you go after the toxic guy. And once you got a taste of that toxic male, then all of a sudden when you're finished and you're done, now you want to come online and complain about how horrible black men are. And then you act as though there are no good men. And then you talk about the guys that really care will set themselves apart. But you're still not trying to get with the guys that set themselves apart. Pure hypocrisy, fam. Listen, they do not want good men. If women wanted good men, every righteous man would have 100 wives. These modern women do not want good men. They don't want stability. They do not want an honorable king. They don't want none of that. They want to control you. They want to emasculate you. They want to control your manhood. They want to keep you locked up in the house. Do you understand me? That's what they want.
And they understand the movement as well.
What movement? You don't even have a movement. You don't even have a husband. You don't have a head. You don't have no one guiding you. You're misguided.
I have literally talked to black men who understand why black women are not taking this shit anymore.
I don't really care if you're not taking anything anymore because I'm not even looking for you. I'm just speaking truth to help these brothers. Because at the end of the day, I understand what really is going on. And it's very important, brothers, that you wake up and smell the coffee, because what you see here is very real. This is what's going on in society. And a lot of you brothers are still deceived. You still have this hope of believing that somehow you're going to find this great lady and she's going to be perfectly fine. Brother, they're not out here no more. That's why brothers are getting passports and setting up shop. They're getting ready to get on out. You know what I mean? It's going to get to the point where none of the brothers in this land is going to be dealing with these women over here. Every guy is going to literally be taking trips overseas and doing whatever they got to do over there. This is pretty much where we're going to be headed, fam. These women are literally going to be over here struggling, fam. It's happening already. That's why they're venting online. Trust and believe. A lot of these ladies are not even being approached no more. I don't even approach women. I don't even do that stuff, fam. Unless I get a signal from a sister and she's pretty much feeling a brother, I don't even waste my time, bro. I got too many important things to be doing than wasting my time on these women.
They have literally sat in my face and said, I understand why you guys are reacting.
They didn't do that to you. Those guys are beta male simps. A real man wouldn't even waste his time entertaining you.
You deserve to stand up for yourself.
I don't know what you're standing up for. Nobody's doing anything to you. See, the problem is for a very, very long time, men in general have been trying to hold women accountable in this society so that we can actually build. But because this society have everything upside down, it's impossible for a man and a woman to coexist together without there being a competitive nature. And this is a problem. This is why men and women cannot even build, because the woman want to be the man and the man is trying to be the man. And both of them are literally competing against one another. They base everything off of money, how much money you got, how many cars you have, what's your credit score, how tall are you. All of this stuff is stupid, fam. It's really dumb, and everybody's growing old and dying of sickness and disease and bad health because they're sitting home stressed out and worried about their future. A lot of these ladies are growing old, bro. A lot of these ladies have a head full of gray hair and they're constantly using dyes trying to cover up their shame. Let's go.
So, no, KS was not a brother of mine. I do not care about any black man who thinks the way that he does.
Do you see that? Again, I got my disagreements with Kevin Samuels, but this woman hates men, period.
You are an enemy to me.
Now, think about what she said. Now, think about this, brothers. Think about how women can just say these things and expect that you're going to protect them if she was in danger in streets. Why would I protect a BW in these streets when she's out here talking like this? Why would I do that? Why would I put my life in danger? I keep telling you, brothers, don't do this type of stuff.
And I'm going to treat you as such.
You understand?
Trust me when I say that.
This is crazy, man.
Let's be very clear about that.
This is crazy.
Ain't no jumping for black men just because you're black over here. So you can miss me with all that.
Wow.
So I actually took this comment off of the lovely Voodoo Babe's page.
And that particular woman she's talking about, the Voodoo Babe, she hates men, period. All of those women are men haters at the end of the day. All of them.
I absolutely adore her.
She adore her because she hates men. And they're all in agreement. And none of them have a man.
Some bandit decided to say
she identify a man as a bandit.
Oh, he likes her content, but celebrating the death of a black man isn't the move. He wasn't perfect, but he was still our brother. He is obviously talking about Kevin Samuels, KS, who is now deceased, thankfully.
I hope that you don't pass away, because there'll be a lot of people online that will be having a celebration over you too. Because see, this again just goes to show the level of hate that modern women have for us brothers. And this is why I keep telling you, brothers, man, y'all not listening to me. Stop spending money on women. I mean, are you guys still out here spending money? Save your money, bro. Stop spending money. I don't know what it is with you guys. Y'all that thirsty, fam? You can't go a year or two without spending money on women? Focus on yourself and leave them alone. We need all of you guys to just leave them alone. Get those passports, focus on overseas, focus on learning a language. Get yourself together, brothers. Like, stop playing around. They don't care about you over here. Can't you understand that? And then again, a lot of these issues is coming from different states. Another thing you brothers got to also understand, a lot of these particular modern women, you got to know what states they're actually in. That will let you know another thing about them. because certain states within the United States have a lot of women that are anti-man. And you really have to understand that so that you know which states are literally family orientated from states that are actually about that life. Let's go.
Let me just say this to Black men. The days of us supporting y'all just because you share the same skin tone with us, those days are slowly coming to an end.
Wow. I need you brothers to pay attention to that. Let me end the show on that right there. You brothers better wake up, because these modern women don't care about you, they don't love you, and they don't appreciate you. And it's up to you brothers to stand firm, do what you need to do, and recognize that this is an uphill battle between good and evil. And this is why all you brothers are supposed to be following the Most High, because this is what you're going to be dealing out here. You're going to be dealing with this type of issue with the modern woman. Again, brothers, no dinner dates. Don't wife none of them up. None of them are wife material. The only women that you deal with are women that are submissive, women that are traditional, women that respect you. If a woman don't respect you, you leave her alone. Any woman come to you with that boss chick mindset, leave her alone. Who cares about her vajayjay? Who cares about how pretty she look? Have some honor and dignity and have standards. Focus on yourself, brothers. Stop spending money on women. This woman is delusional, 100%, and she's anti-man. How in the world could she even speak on issues? And think about how many women are having her mindset and ideology. Do you really think any of those women will have a successful marriage and children? No, they're gonna all be alone. Let me tell you something, fam. The new form of population control is just divide and conquer. That's pretty much what it is. Divide and conquer. Throw a monkey wrench inside of a situation and have the sexes competing and battling against one another. And in the process, none of them are multiplying. Wow, that's brilliant. Anyway, make sure you rate the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with more videos. Black Male Advice TV. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth.